Arsenal Football Club sign Declan Rice. He officially joins for a British record fee. West Ham United have confirmed the exit of the player. Fabrizio Romano with a big update, who says that Declan Rice will be finally unveiled as a new Arsenal player today. No issues. It was just a matter of time. Done and sealed. And I know this transfer story has dragged on. I know it has, for some people, maybe the buzzer's gone. There's been frustration. But as I told you all along, he was on holiday. The club wanted to wait until he was back from his holiday and ready to join his teammates before doing the official unveiling. There were some technical details to work through, but he is and was always going to be an Arsenal player this summer. Remember, you can read all the stories we're about to go through on the One Football app right now. Download it for free in the App Store or Google Play. Scan the QR code on the screen or click on the link in our description below. Legitimately, the best one-stop shop for football out there. I know I say it to you a lot, but I mean it. It's the only football app I use for news. To get it downloaded right about now. In terms of the story this morning, here it says West Ham have confirmed that Declan Rice has left the club. Rice has long been linked with the move away from the Hammers this summer, and now after protracted negotiations, the East London club have revealed his exit. Now, there are some people saying that he hasn't joined Arsenal because it's not been announced. I know there was a bit of a weird rumor that came out yesterday from Germany that Bayern might still try and hijack this deal. It's not happening. He is an Arsenal player. I will eat this hat live on camera if he joins another club other than Arsenal. Also, how can he have left West Ham if there's no club to go to and nobody else has put a bit? Doesn't make any sense. He is an Arsenal player. The statement here from West Ham says that West Ham can confirm that an agreement has been reached for Declan Rice to leave the club for a British record transfer fee. So he hasn't just left the club, it's for a fee. We know that fee's to Arsenal, and that's where he is going to go. Been at the club 10 years, 105 million. There have been some reports that it's going to be as high as 120 million. That's not been corroborated at all. West Ham's statement, West Ham's brief is 105 million. But he will be an Arsenal player next year. And look, I've said it many times, there's big pressure on Arsenal. And the question to you always, can they deliver against this? They've signed one of the best midfielders in the Prem, one of the best, in my opinion, in Europe, and a player with a very high ceiling who is now moving into an open and forward-thinking team, footballing stylistically, I'm talking here when it comes to football. Not pragmatic, not defensive. I really think you're going to see the true, complete version of Declan Rice unleashed now in this Arsenal team. Captain material and more. But listen, Gooners, let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel, your reaction now that this news is finally official. And how excited are you to see him in an Arsenal shirt? Now, sticking with the Fab updates today, it says here, no serious issue on the Andre Onana deal. Just a matter of time to get the final details sorted, then the paperwork. And again, this is another deal that I just believe is done. I do believe this is a completed deal. I do believe there might be some technical details, some legalities, finalizing of the medicals. Medicals do take a while as well. They're not like done in 2 hours and they're over. They actually take a series of days to get done, to have information reviewed, for insurance companies to take a look at them. There's lots of boring clerical stuff that goes on, and the media don't really like to talk about it because fans find it boring, just as you're getting bored listening to it right now. Goes on to say that Man United and Inter spoke on Friday among almost agreed also add-on structure of 50 million euro plus 5 million bonus. Is just about the payment terms to be approved. And I said that's more of a legality issue than anything else. Andre Onana has been told he's joining Man United. He's waiting for the green light to fly over and complete his medical. It's very likely he'll be on the plane in 4 or 5 days' time that goes to the USA for Man United's pre-season tour. And it's a very, very good piece of business. You know, I've praised a lot of other clubs for their business this year, but I will wax lyrical about this deal. And of course, all transfers, you're talking about the deal on paper, what it may do. And I believe this is seismic. I believe this is transformative. I feel that Manchester United will go to another level of play with Andre Onana as their goalkeeper. We will become an exponentially better team. He will make us 10 points better. Now it's on the attackers and the midfield and the defense to maintain the base that we already had last year. He will improve us tenfold. We'll be pressed less. We will build up more opportunities to score. We will be a more dangerous team. And he's a very good shot stopper as well. And a lot of people call this out. His shot stopping percentages are actually higher than David De Gea's over the last few years. De Gea has been declining in that area where Andre Onana has maintained a very good level. So I'm glad to see this deal is edging towards its official announcement and completion. But Fabrizio has updated us here. I've spoke to a few other journalists over the last couple of days, and their view is, although a lot of them don't want to tweet it, one did. One guy's gone out of his way. He's an Italian guy I was chatting to. They all believe it's going to cross the line. It's going to be done. It's a formality from this moment forward. Now, I want to move on to Chelsea a little bit here because a lot of Chelsea fans are excited about the season, and I understand why. I get why. It makes perfect sense to me. But when are the big signings going to come in? When are the star names on the way? Nkunku, yes, but that deal was already done. Jackson, yes, but no one really knew who he was until Chelsea signed him. There has been talk about Vlahovic. We're going to come to him in a minute. But the first update from Fabrizio is around the situation with Lukaku. There is some reports today from Italy that he's agreed terms with Juve. A lot of us are waiting to see whether that gets corroborated by in not by bigger journalists. You know that my mind doesn't work that way, but by more journalists to see whether there's a real truth to that story. But it says here that Inter's first bid, 35 million plus 5 add-ons. Inter have still no answers from Lukaku to close the deal. Juve sent 37 plus 5, 0.5 plus 2.5 to Chelsea, but only valid if they sell Vlahovic. Lukaku spoke to Juve, Inter not happy with that. So that's what I mean here. I saw the news that he's agreed terms. Fabrizio hasn't quite said he's agreed terms, but he stated that there's been conversations. I think this notion that Lukaku is not interested in anybody but Inter is absolute BS. I don't believe that for one single minute. It's really interesting because Inter have to sell Onana to raise the money to be able to buy Lukaku. Juve can only buy Lukaku if they're able to sell Vlahovic. So there's sort of almost like a love triangle going on here. But that brings us back to Chelsea because Chelsea have been linked with Vlahovic. We'll come back to the situation with, and I don't think, by the way, Chelsea are going to sign a number 9, a prolific, big name number 9, until Lukaku is gone. That's my fervent belief. So there has been talk of Vlahovic, but Fabrizio has claimed here that he understands that Dusan Vlahovic is not part of Chelsea's list. Now, we've done a number of videos from quoting other journalists that Vlahovic could be a Chelsea target. Now, Fabrizio is claiming that this isn't the case. No negotiations, no talks. Juve bid for Lukaku hasn't changed Chelsea's stance. Ad revealed 1 week ago, the only club actively working on Vlahovic deal is Paris Saint-Germain. Talks on, but no bids from them yet. So who do Chelsea fans want their club to go for? And who do the Chelsea fans think their club will go for? I really want to understand that. I really want to understand it because I just think you need more firepower up front. There will be an improvement at Chelsea, irrespective of another number 9 coming in. There will be an improvement. I think they will challenge for that top 6. And there's an outside chance they will challenge for the top 4 this year. But to cement that, to make it more likely, Chelsea need a prolific goal scorer. And I don't think they have that within their team yet. Now, maybe Broyer's the guy. Maybe Jackson's the guy. They come into preseason. They're firing on all cylinders. They might start the season well, and everybody says nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. What do you think, Chelsea fans? And of course, rivals are going to have their opinions as well, and I value them highly. But I do believe a prolific number 9 is needed. According to this, according to the way we read things, Lukaku won't be given another chance. Vlahovic is off the table. We know Harry Kane is unattainable for Chelsea as of right now. So where else do they go? Lautaro Martinez, do you think that will heat up? Depends. If Paris Saint-Germain get Vlahovic and Lukaku goes to Juve, you can't see Inter letting Lautaro leave. They may be forced to. That's going to cost you big bucks because scarcity is going to come in. And scarcity is really important in the transfer window. Scarcity means prices go up, negotiations become harder to achieve. And of course, we all know when you spend more money, the pressure is increased. It's why there's pressure on Arsenal now. 700 million spent by Arteta. It's why there's always pressure on the Klopps and the Peps with the amount of money they've invested. There's always pressure on Man United because we spend so much. There's definitely pressure on Chelsea after their investments of the last few years. So I really want to understand when you break these stories down what the Chelsea faithful here on the Football Terrace think and feel. As ever, please hit the like button for us. Please make sure you're subscribing to the channel and you're hitting the bell notification button. And of course, download OneFootball right now where full details of all these stories exist. Go there, read them, digest them. And I do say this to rivals as well. You may just be interested in the Chelsea news or the United news or the Arsenal news, but a lot of you will express opinions on your rivals. Read their stories too. Educate yourselves on them. It's a bit of an eye opener. It really is. Listen, people, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. Take care. Be lucky. And I'll see you all again soon. Peace.